Back inside Massena territory. In behind is Jason Labarge. He rips it around the boards for Bobby Whitcup. Bobby turns and starts it out. Long rink-wide pass, Adam Morris. Morris trying to go ahead to Jake. He'll draw again. It comes on the defense to John Nilsson. Nilsson out there with Dahl. Intercepted. Here's Morris trying to poke it by. Adam picks up the loose puck. Morris busts in, feeds Jake in front. His shot!
2-on-2 initially. Adam went to the outside, drew the defenseman with him, and Jake busted by his man, created a 2-on-1 situation, and Adam found him with a beautiful pass out about 20 feet, and Jake went in and with the Plattsburgh defenseman partially hanging on and looked Pat O'Neill right in the eye and put it upstairs over his right shoulder. Beautiful goal.
In defense of O'Neill, he didn't have much of a chance there. Jake was one on the goalie. Off the face-off, the puck comes back inside Plattsburgh territory. The Raiders trying to put some pressure on. The same line still out there. The Morris line. Whitcup flips in front. Morris' shot, the save, the rebound. They jam it, goes side of the net. Here's Whitcup trying to go back to the point. It's intercepted. And moving it out is Beautsier. Beautsier, the right winger, dumps it in the zone. It comes in behind the net. Picked up there by Brian Levac. Levac has a little problem. Dougie comes out of his net to play it. He gives it right on the stick of the Plattsburgh player, but it goes out of danger as Whitcup picks it up in the circle. His headman pass intercepted by Bryce Dingman. Dingman dumps it in the zone. We have a whistle, and it's going to be, I think, a high stick, controlling with a high stick.
The time of that goal, Jerry, just 24 seconds. Jake Morris, his 8th goal of the year. Boy, that just takes the starch right out of you. And Massena's done that on several occasions this year, just coming right out. And I know it's Pat O'Neill on both on the goal and on the scenario just after that. He's going down a little early, and he's got to stay up on his feet.
Todd Collins flips it ahead, out to center ice. A hard check thrown, but Chilton picks up the loose puck. He's going to bust in. He's right in front of the shot. Ooh, he hit upstairs and missed it. And that's high and wide, and the puck dumped back outside by Plattsburgh. Aaron Barkley with it. He loses it to Beautsier. Beautsier trying to bust through. It comes wide, and around the boards it goes. Still in the Massena zone, Collins. Now Chilton throws a check. Oh, there's going to be a penalty, and the penalty is going to go against Massena. Going to be probably an elbow against Sebastian Bergeron.
Sebastian's got to learn to stay out of that penalty box. I think he's second leading penalty taker on the team. This will be his 20 club in that penalty box, and as you mentioned, he'll probably get him from
hit from behind is what they call it.
Behind, okay.
Yeah. I thought he might get an elbow. Could have been an elbow. Could have been a high stick. Could have been a hit from behind.
You mentioned on that last Raider rush, I think Pat O'Neill might have got the blocker on that one, Jerry.
Perhaps. It was a good opportunity for the Raiders. So the Raiders have man disadvantage here. They got to try to kill it, and it's dumped all the way down the ice by Levac. Levac out there with Jason Labarge, and we've got Trevor Cameron and Jason Chilton out. Now moving it up for Plattsburgh is Mike Dahl. He has it poked away, and it goes right back inside Plattsburgh territory. O'Neill leaves it right there for Dahl again. Dahl with it, flipping it around the boards. John Nilsson. Nilsson back to Dahl. Dahl right back to Nilsson as they move it up. They've got the Miller line out there. Miller, Luckin, and Jolin. And Jolin dumps it in the Massena zone. Jason Labarge goes after it there. He goes in the corner along with Jolin. The puck pokes free back to the point. Here's the drive, way wide. Bounces back to the other point, and John Nilsson trying to stop it there. Gets it back from his forward. Nilsson, a little bit of a problem, goes on the other side for Dahl. Dahl has it poked away, and here comes Trevor Cameron. Cameron out to center ice, gets by one. Here's Cameron. Finally, it's taken away by John Nilsson. Nilsson flipping it ahead to Mike Jolin. Jolin to the Massena line, but Labarge is there. Labarge circles behind his own net. Going to drop it right in front. Here's a chance for Plattsburgh. The save made by Cullen, as a big mistake there almost cost Massena a goal. Labarge had a great chance to clear it a long time ago. That was a double minor, by the way, against Massena's Sebastian Bergeron. So they have a long time to kill. Here comes Jason Labarge across the blue line. Looks to waste time, looks to set it up, gets a quick wrist shot off, and O'Neill makes the big kick save as Jake Morris was busting in on him. Now Plattsburgh moving it back out again. It's Zach Zuckerman, and he dumps it in behind the Massena net. Levac picking it up there. Levac back to the blue line and out to center ice. Trying to keep it in was Patel, but he couldn't do it. Now the puck, Zuckerman flips it back in the Massena zone. Comes to Labarge. Labarge drops for Levac. Bryan starts it out. Lifts it. In the air, down the ice it goes to center ice. Now with it is Patel, has a little bit of a problem. Then he whacks it out to center ice, and it bounces up into the Plattsburgh bench, and we'll have a face-off. 11:09 left in the first period on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard, 1-0 Massena.
Young Mr. Patel with an unusual given name. I had trouble pronouncing it, but it's pronounced Unken. It's spelled A-N-K-A-N, but pronounced Unken. Unken Patel, number 23. Young defenseman. He's a junior. And we mentioned this Plattsburgh squad is young and inexperienced. We're
okay, off the face-off. The puck goes out to center ice. Todd Collins is there to lift it right back in the zone. O'Neill stops at side of the net, leaves it for Nilsson. Nilsson for Plattsburgh, moving it to Dahl. Dahl drops back for Nilsson. Nilsson starts it out again. Here comes Dahl. Still a minute 20 left in the power play. Dahl breaks in on the left side. Massena setting up the box. They try to center. It goes back to Nilsson. His shot wide. The rebound, and it's fired wide again by Ryan Miller. Puck along the boards, picked up there, and out to center ice is Trev Cameron. Cameron flipping it ahead for Jason Chilton. Chilton now, stick handles right in front, the shot, big save, the rebound. Cameron whacked at it, couldn't get it. Chilton went right around the defense and got a good opportunity. Now the puck comes back to the Massena line in the zone, picked up by Jason Chilton again. Chilton turns it around, out to center ice. He follows the puck, backhands it in the zone. In behind the net, he's going to have off. A real good job killing a penalty by Jason Chilton. In fact, he came close to scoring a goal. Here come the Hornets. Mike Jolin flips it to the Massena line, and Matt Luckin. Luckin loses it right there. The puck in the corner, Bobby Whitcup. Whitcup starts out. Here comes Whitcup, headman. Look for Jake Morris. Goes behind him and then down the ice. O'Neill's going to play it around the boards. Racing for it is Whitcup. He takes a whack at it, but following up is Nilsson. Poke checked away by Bobby Whitcup. Here comes Whitcup breaking in. 1-on-2 steps by the D. Gets knocked down. He's going to draw a penalty. He controls the puck as he got back up again. Massena's got a power play, or going to have a power play here, but Plattsburgh touches the puck. So we're going to have 8 seconds of 4-on-4. Then the Raiders will go on the man advantage.
Bobby Whitcup turned to number 7, Mike Dahl, inside out, and young Mr. Dahl played the puck instead of the man, and as Bobby went right around him, he turned and slashed him, and he's going to pick up a minute and a half for slashing. Just prior to that, Jason Chilton had put a great move on the Plattsburgh defenseman at the dot, cut around him, cut inside, but the young goaltender, Pat O'Neill, made a great save with a stick check. He actually didn't make the save, but he used the stick to advantage and knocked it off Jason's stick before he get the shot off.
Off the face-off, the puck goes all the way down the ice, and racing in after it is Brian Levac from Massena. Picks up the puck behind his net, starts out left side. Here comes Levac. Headman of Whitcup goes by him all the way down on O'Neill, and he'll have to make the save. O'Neill now with a big stick, puts it right on Jake Morris's stick, but Jake can't come up with it, and the puck goes back to the Massena line. Picked up there by Levac over the LaBarge. Back to Levac. Massena on the power play now. Headman goes to Jake, has it poked away in the corner. After it is Levac. He stops, stick handles, has it taken away, gets it back again. No, he doesn't. He fakes it. Goes in behind the net for Jake Morris. Now back to the point. LaBarge at the 45, trying to center it. O'Neill gets a stick on it and sticks it out of trouble down the ice. And it's stopped by goaltender Doug Cullen. Jake Morris again starting out. Headman pass. And here come the Raiders trying to move it out. Adam Morris to Whitcup. Whitcup across the blue line, stops, looks to set it up, feeds it over to Levac. He winds his drive. Nice save by O'Neill.
Beautiful save, Jerry, by Mike O'Neill from about 35 feet. A sharp angle. Brian Levac unleashed a rising screamer, and Pat O'Neill was able to kind of jump a little bit and take it just high on the left chest and keep the rebound. The key, he didn't give up the rebound. And he displays an excellent stick. He's done it twice already, used his stick to his advantage. And goaltenders, besides being great skaters and having a great glove, they have to be able to use that stick.
Off the face-off. Puck controlled by Bergeron. 12 seconds left in the power play. Bergeron takes it in front. The shot, O'Neill makes the save. Bergeron put it right up in his chest, I think, or his face.
Sebastian Bergeron read the defense and the zone. They opened up in the middle. The two forecheckers, there was a big gap between the two forwards and the defense, and he just darted right in that seam, and Pat O'Neill had to come up big.
Here's Aaron Barkley now. Bergeron right back to Barkley. Barkley fakes, goes to Bergeron. Bergeron In the corner, they get their man back. Bergeron kind of falls down, goes back to the point. Barkley winds up his shot, save. Oh, big chance there for Trevor Cameron, but he couldn't come up with a rebound. And Plattsburgh dumps it down the ice. Aaron Barkley racing in after it for the Massena Red Raiders. Raiders lead 1-0 on the Peach scoreboard with about halfway through the first period. Here comes Todd Collins now for the Red Raiders, starting it out. Collins takes it across. He winds his shot. O'Neill makes the save. In behind the net, it's Mike Dahl. Dahl riding it around the boards and out to center ice. Here comes Ryan Miller. Miller just dumps in the Massena zone as he wants off, and the puck comes in behind the net. Barkley rides it around for Trevor Cameron. Cameron starts it out. Cameron, he's got Tayo and Trevor Brown with him. And now the intercepted pass taken back the other way by Mike Dahl. He flips it in the Massena zone. Collins goes over to Levac. Levac ahead. And coming back in after it, here comes Massena trying to get something going. That was Kellison. Here comes Levac. Levac trying to slide it through. He gets it taken away. Oh, Kellison just threw a wild check, and the puck comes back the other way. Here comes Mark Tayo, taking off the puck. Gets it back again. Tayo trying to go to Kellison. Kellison trying to go to Brown, but Brown gets knocked down, and Plattsburgh comes back the other way. It's Boutsier. He's just going to dump it in the Massena zone. Puck in around the boards. Mark Tayo with it. Tayo trying to move it out of there. The puck comes bouncing free in front. Here's an opportunity. Boutsier, he can't get the shot off as Levac had him too well tied up. Now here comes Trevor Brown feeding Mark Tayo. Tayo busts in there, the shot, the save, the rebound. Brown, another save. And O'Neill covers up on the play. Couple of good opportunities for Massena. Couple of good saves for Pat O'Neill.
Excellent job by that unit of Trevor Cameron, Freddie Kellison, and Mark Tayo. First Mark Tayo, and then Trevor Brown, who had come on the line change, making a good shot. But Pat O'Neill coming up big, and the Hornets are trying to block up the neutral zone. They're keeping a man back. They're just stymieing the Raiders. The Raiders got to dump and chase a little bit more.
Off the face-off, the puck goes all the way back in the Massena zone, and coming in after it. Let's see here. That is Jean-Paul Beauvert. Beauvert flips to Whitcup behind the net. Bobby starts out. Here's Whitcup, stick handling. He's got his stick handling shoes on tonight. Here comes Whitcup right down the middle. Drops it free to Adam Morris. Adam in front, shot. He fired it wide. Adam Morris again, short side shot. He shoots it. And another save. And O'Neill got his stick on the puck again. Did a great job. Jean-Paul Beauvert, his shot knocked down. And Plattsburgh will clear it out to center ice and down the ice into the Massena zone, as Todd Manning comes back after it. With 5.5 left in the first period, Massena up 1-0 on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. Puck to Whitcup. Whitcup back in the Massena zone to Beauvert. Beauvert goes to Manning on the other side, and Todd starts it up. Hits Whitcup, goes off his stick to the Plattsburgh line. Mike Dahl is there to flip it ahead for Boutsier. Boutsier just dumps in the Massena zone again. Todd Manning comes back for it. Manning ripping it over on the other side. Adam Morris. Morris looking for Jake. He almost got him, but icing will be called.
But again, those two, that whole line, read each other so well. Again, Adam had the puck on the left side, and Jake way over here on the right side just broke to the open ice up the middle, and Adam just missed on the pass. Another couple of feet, and it would have been right on the stick, and Jake would have been in home free from the blue line.
Face-off will be to the left in the Massena zone. Out to take the draw, Jamie Lattenville. And off the face-off, the puck comes in behind the net to Aaron Barkley. Lattenville against Chilton. Here comes the headman from Barkley to Chilton. Gets by him, but Chilton's going to chase in after it. He's taken out of the play by Nilsson. Nilsson loses the puck, though. Here comes Bergeron trying to center it, but it's knocked down by Lattenville, and the puck comes back the other way. Here's Lattenville. Starting out for Plattsburgh. Again, dumps it right on, and Cullen has to make a save. Now the puck around the boards. Todd Collins loses it. Here's a chance again for Plattsburgh. They fire it wide. That was Zach Zuckerman. And Todd Collins picks up the puck. Headman to Chilton. And Chilton kind of lost sight of his stick there for a moment. Couldn't come up with it. Now Collins pinches in to Mike Hewlett. And the puck slides back to Aaron Barkley. Barkley dumps it in from the red line. Mike Dahl picking it up there for the Hornets. Dahl just dumps it. Massena zone. In the corner. After it there. Rips around the boards to Dahl. His shot goes wide. Puck all the way back to the other point. Kept in there by Bryce Dingman. His pass knocked down. It comes to the blue line. And Bergeron kind of fanned on the pass. Still can't get it out of the zone. And it comes to Todd Collins. Collins, head man, and we have a whistle and an elbow call. I think Bergeron again will get the gate.
Exactly right, and that bad penalty. What had happened, he ran into big Bryce Dingman at the blue line, and he expected Bryce to go down, but it was the other way around, and Sebastian was on his backside. He got up, and he was a little perturbed. He was going off for a change, and he decided to throw a stray elbow at the nearest Plattsburgh player, and the official was standing right on Johnny on the spot, and that goes in the category of a real bad penalty.
Jake Morris and Adam Morris out to try to kill this one off the face-off. It comes to Bryce Dingman. Dingman in his own end over on the other side to Patel. Patel moving it ahead. It comes to Ryan Miller. Miller offsides as Luckin came in. And the whistle blows.
Todd Collins back in the lineup tonight after missing the game the other night with a shoulder injury, and the Raiders have a full complement. In fact, their third unit just had a shift out there.
Off the face-off. Puck bouncing around at center ice. Adam Morris has it knocked away by Dingman. Dingman takes it in the Massena zone. Trying to drop it back to the point. Puck stolen away. Here comes Jake Morris. Morris breaking in on Patel. Morris busts by. Backhander. O'Neill makes the save. Puck sits side of the net. Adam Morris goes after it, but Patel is there to move it along the boards and out to center ice. Hard check thrown there by Jake Morris. The puck comes to Jason Labarge in his own end. Rips it down the ice. And it slides slowly in the Plattsburgh zone. 3 minutes left in the first period. Raiders lead it 1-0 on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. 40 seconds left in the Plattsburgh power play. Now Whitcup in there causing a little havoc, but Plattsburgh moves it out to center ice. Ryan Miller. Miller's headman pass goes to Jolin. Jolin trying to go back to Miller in the corner. Labarge takes him out of the play and takes the puck. Here comes Jason Labarge now. Looks. Trying to flip it up. It's going to come right in on Cullen. And that was Boutsier. And again, little bit of nonchalant in their own end.
Well, what Plattsburgh is shutting off the strong side, and the Raiders are making the adjustment to that, coming up the middle. It was open. The middle was open, but Jason Labarge was a little slow making the pass, and by that time the Plattsburgh forechecker stepped in and intercepted it. But the middle is open.
Jan Sherman, Pete Kobus, and Eric Pomeroy in for the first time tonight. That's their fourth line. And the puck dumped down the ice. O'Neill will flip it over on the side for Dahl. Dahl drops it over to Nilsson. Nilsson, headman pass, goes to the Massena line. Todd Collins. Collins up into the stands, I think. Yep. And the whistle blows, and we'll have a face-off. Penalty is up. Massena has killed it off, and the face-off will come in the Massena zone to the right of goaltender Doug Cullen.
One of those situations, Plattsburgh, I know they're pleased to be with 2:16 left in the first period, only down 1-0. And as it goes this way, they continue to gain confidence.
Off the face-off. Here comes Massena again, out to center ice. Freddie Kellison. Kellison flipping. Trevor Cameron builds up a head of steam. Poke checked away by Nilsson at the last second. Puck in the corner now. Kellison trying to dig it out. Goes to Cameron. Cameron in front, gets a shot off, and it's wide. Puck goes to Tayo in the corner. Back to Kellison behind the net. Kellison around the boards to Tayo. Tayo controlling. Nobody picks him up. He centers right in front. The shot by Kellison over the net. Here's Tayo again centering. And Cameron was too well tied up. And it's out to center ice. Barkley is there to dump it right back in the zone. Stopped by O'Neill behind the net. Mike Dahl is there. Here's Dahl with it. Moving it. Now he has to circle back. In behind his own net. Bounce pass comes out to center ice, comes to Sherman, and he dumps it down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Plattsburgh and move the faceoff back inside Plattsburgh territory. 1:24 left, first period, and on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard, it's 1-0 Massena.
Excellent shift by the Trevor Cameron line, Mark Tayo and Freddie Kellison. They were all over the Plattsburgh Hornets, but Pat O'Neill, he just exudes a lot of confidence down there, and I can see why Coach Plattsburgh coach is very high. Don Pomeroy, very high on him.
Off the faceoff, Whitcup goes back to the point. Here's the shot. Oh, big save by O'Neill on the shot by Levac.
Big save is right. And one thing, he's tough on the rebounds. He knows enough to cover up. He doesn't give those big rebounds. He pounces on them just like a cat on a mouse. And this is what you want to do when you've got the opposition flying through the crease like that.
Face-off again, right side. Jake Morris out there to draw against Jamie Lattenville.
Big number 7 coming back out there, Mike Dahl, and he's a big one.
Yeah, good size lad. Off the face-off. Puck in the circle. Adam Morris. Backhander shot. Save. Rebound. We're just wide. Oh, Morris came out of nowhere that time. But a good save by O'Neill, and Plattsburgh ices the puck again.
Good save, and he hasn't committed that sin that he did early on, Jerry, by going down. On the first goal, he went down a little early. He's been staying up on his feet, Pat O'Neill, and he just, Adam Morris made a great play, but Pat O'Neill won a little better. He outlasted him. Good save by this Plattsburgh goaltender, and he's been busy here in this first period.
Face-off left side, 1:07 remaining. Period number 1, 1-0 on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. Massena on top. Off the draw, Morris gets a shot off. It's blocked. Whitcup trying to motion it through, and the puck bounced along the boards by Nilsson in the corner. Here comes Jake. Takes it out by the blue line. Gets a quick wrist shot off the save. Morris, the rebound. Oh, he fired it wide. Adam Morris, and the puck whistles to Whitcup in the corner. Whitcup takes it right in front. Nobody picks him up. His shot. The save by O'Neill. Oh, boy, Massena putting on a shooting exhibition, but they've only been able to get one by O'Neill.
I know Coach Don Pomeroy is going to say to Jamie Lattenville when he comes on, Jamie, what were you doing out there? Bobby Whitcup's going to the net. Everyone else had picked up a man, and Jamie Lattenville just had his back turned to the shooter and was skating right at his goaltender. All he was doing was screening him. We'll see what Coach says to him over there. I hope somebody says something to him.
Off the face-off, we've got Chilton's line out there now for the Massena Red Raiders. The puck bounces back. Kenny Smith playing the point. He skates it. His shot. Oh, fired it high and wide. Bergeron in the corner now. He's taken out of the play. The puck comes free and out to center ice just barely. Now it's intercepted by Smith. He flips it ahead. Here's Hewlett feeding Bergeron, busting through, but he's knocked off the puck by Bryce Dingman, and Dingman flips it back out to center ice. Now the puck to the Massena line. Aldis flips it ahead. Now Dahl. Or Dingman, rather, and he just fires it up into the crowd.
Jerry, I think there's something behind the net down to our right here at the west end behind Pat O'Neill. I think I saw something come over the dasher when I thought it was another puck, but I could be wrong. No one is, they're not moving to take it off, so I guess these old eyes are seeing double here. And I haven't had any eggnog either, so.
I didn't say a word. Should I tell you what Dave Stevens said about you last night?
No, I don't want to hear what Dave Stevens said about me.
Here's Bergeron. He gets taken out of the play. Picking up the puck is Mike Dahl going through traffic as the buzzer sounds. So the Raiders pick up a goal, but I'm sure they would like a few more here. And O'Neill played very well in that first period.
Yes, he did. He was certainly the star of the period. Good territorial edge by the Raiders. Had the puck entered up from under him by the Plattsburgh player, number 23, Unken Patel.
Unken Patel. Off the face-off, Adam Morris drops it back to Jason Labarge, who circles into his own end. His pass to Whitcup. Bobby goes to Levac. Levac to Adam Morris, a little bit by him. Adam tries to follow up with it, and now Labarge flips it to the Plattsburgh line. It comes to Bryce Dingman. Dingman, oh, hard check thrown there by Labarge, and here comes Jake Morris in his own end starting out. Headman pass. Dingman. Now bodies are flying. Nobody knows where the puck is. Finally, it's picked up by Luckin. Luckin flips it in the Massena zone. Really established much of anything thus far in the second period. Now long headman pass on the stick of Morris. Jake busting in with John Nilsson. Gets by the D. Takes it in behind. Gets upended just barely. Trying to stay with it. But the puck comes free. Picked up by Dahl. And he flips it ahead. Boutsier busting in, 3-on-2 for Plattsburgh. Here's Boutsier right in front of the shot. Hayes makes the save, and it's underneath him somewhere. And his first save was a tough one.
It was a tough one. Beautiful 3-on-2 situation. Played well by the Plattsburgh team. Boutsier stayed back in the slot. A nice little feathered pass, and he pulled the trigger from about 25 feet away. But he pulled it right at Todd, and he... not to either corner, and Todd held his ground. He didn't know where the rebound was. It was right between his legs.
Face-off now, Lattenville against Chilton. Off the draw, Boutsier. Back to the point pass intercepted. Here comes Hewlett. Busting down. He's got a partial breakaway. Hewlett breaks in. The backhander. Score! Mike Hewlett! A beautiful goal, and Massena goes up 2-0.
Oh boy, it was the read that was important, Jerry. A bad play by the Plattsburgh defenseman. I'm not sure if it was Mike Dahl or not. He was pressured. They had the puck inside the Raider line, and Mike Dahl tried to throw it across a blind pass behind his back to his defensive partner, and Mike Hewlett read that. You could see him inching up, and when the pass came, he just stepped right up and intercepted that, and it was a dash to the end of the rink, and the Plattsburgh defenseman was forcing him, and Mike was able to backhand one on the short side by Pat O'Neill.
So the Raiders pick up their second goal, lead it 2-0 on the Corky scoreboard. And Hewlett picks up the unassisted goal, and nice goal from Michael.
That was a beautiful goal.
His 5th of the year. I don't think Mike is known as a scoring machine, but he's gotten a few good goals this year for the Massena Red Raiders. Here comes Chilton right in front, has it knocked away, and the Hornets break it out of there. Breaking down the ice is Boutsier, his shot from way outside, and the save made. Here's another shot, and Hayes has to make the save, and he covers up. And Boutsier was there right on the doorstep, and Aaron Barkley as well, and Barkley just kind of tapped it into Hayes' pad so he could cover it.
Again, getting back, you can see Pat O'Neill still shaking his head. I know he's upset of giving up that goal because the other Plattsburgh defenseman was forcing Mike Hewlett from the side, and he didn't have much room. He was on his backhand, and he couldn't go to the wide side, and Pat O'Neill gave him a little bit on the short side that he shouldn't have, and he's still upset with himself.
Off the faceoff, back to the point. Here's the drive. Bouncing shot gets knocked down in the slot. It sits there. They jam at it. Puck's in the corner. After it, there's Trevor Brown. Brown did a great job of tying up the Plattsburgh forward, and it kept another shot from going on net. Now the puck bouncing into the zone, racing for Trevor Cameron. Cameron gets a backhand shot, score! Oh, that was a dandy by Trevor
it was a
Cameron.
dandy. It certainly was a dandy. And Brian Levesque, what a pass and what a read by Trevor Cameron. He just lulled everybody to sleep. Brian Levesque read the scene. He saw no one was open. He lofted a high pass over the top of the whole entire Plattsburgh team, and Trevor Cameron, breaking from the right side, scooted in behind the Plattsburgh defenseman, picked up the puck and went in uncontested and just flipped it upstairs by Pat O'Neill. Whoa, what a beautiful pass and a beautiful goal.
So Trevor Cameron, I should say. And Levac picks up the assist. LaBarge also got an assist. Here comes Massena's Eddie Davis. His shot goes high and wide, and the puck around the boards. 3-0 Massena here. Right in front of the net, it comes to Brown. His shot bounces through the slot. They jam at it, poking at it, back to the point. Levac swipes, keeps it in. Now it's Brown, flipping it. Oh, right to Eddie Davis, the backhander, and the save by O'Neill. And he covers up for the faceoff.
We've seen this so often, to strike within 3 minutes. They've scored 2 goals, and the second one coming at the 1:10 mark, Mike Hewlett's 5th of the year, and that was Trevor Cameron's 9th at the 3:01 mark. But they just have the opposition. You have to get frustrated. You play good hockey, and you're only down by 1. You blink your eyes, and you turn around, you're down by 3.
That's right. Now it's Jake Morris's line out there against the Jamie Lattenville line. Face-off, left side Plattsburgh zone, off the draw. The puck comes bouncing out to center ice, and Boutsier goes right by the Massena defense, breaks in, and can't get the shot off. Somebody came back and poked it. I think that was Todd Collins, who made a dandy play. The other way, Jake breaking in all by himself. Morris right in front, the shot, the rebound. Oh, nice save by O'Neill. Now the puck, Jake in the corner, digs it out. He steps, looks, flips it in the slot. Adam Morris winds up, centers it. Whitcup takes a whack at it. It's knocked down by the defense, and back out to center ice it comes. And here comes Boutsier. This time Barkley ties him up. Boutsier trying to come up with it. Barkley, he hits the side of the net, and Massena breaks it back out the other way. 3-on-2. Here comes Whitcup with the 2 Morris brothers. Whitcup takes it in left side. Plattsburgh gets back. Jake in the slot. He fires it high and wide. The puck whistles to Todd Manning at the point. He dumps it for Whitcup. Whitcup backhands in the corner. Nobody there for Massena. Nilsson picks it up for the Hornets. Moving it along the boards. Whitcup steals. Here comes Bobby. High slot. He winds. His drive. The save. The rebound sits in front. Back to the point. Aaron Barkley. Barkley flips it. Here comes Bergeron. Bergeron to the other point. Manning. His wrist shot. And the save made by O'Neill. Puck bounces over the net. Bergeron centers it right in front. And finally, Plattsburgh ices the puck to take the pressure off. And the whistle blows, and we'll have a face-off.
Boy, I guess they do have to ice the puck to take the pressure off. Big Mike Dahl just shaking his head. When it comes back to the point, they're doing the right thing, and what they've been instructed. The defense are trying to almost play a man situation and clear out anybody that's around that net to give Pat O'Neill a look at it. But the These Raiders, when they come buzzing like that, you swear that there are 10 of them out there instead of 5. But an excellent shift by that unit.
Chilton's line out now off the face-off. The puck comes in behind to Bryce Dingman, rips it around, stolen in there. Hewlett right in front, goes to Chilton, and he couldn't quite get a stick on the puck. He was standing in the slot. Back out to center ice. Jean-Paul Beauvert flipping it over to Hewlett. Hewlett backs in the zone, feeds it ahead. Chilton can't quite control it, and it bounces back to the Massena line. Jean-Paul Beauvert is there to pick it up. Jean-Paul flipping it over on the other side. Manning, bounce pass ahead, Chilton trying to slide it to Bergeron. Here comes Bergeron in on Patel. Bergeron, he's got Chilton breaking. Bergeron takes it in front, can't get the backhander off, and the puck in the corner. Bergeron now trying to slide it back to the point. Manning steps in front of it, feeds Hewlett. Hewlett in the corner now. Hewlett goes behind the net for Bergeron, and he kind of lost the puck, and it comes free again to Patel, and Patel starts out for Plattsburgh. Here comes Patel from center ice, and he fanned on the shot and tripped over the blue line. And back the other way comes Massena's Trevor Brown, going to break in on O'Neill. His shot, save made.
Oh, Trevor, if he would have realized that he was the only guy within 50 feet of Pat O'Neill, they caught the Hornets on a line change, and they all left, and there was nothing but white shirts out there. The Raiders dumped it up, and Trevor Brown picked up the puck just at the blue line, and he had nothing. There wasn't a black shirt around. Ooh, and he could have come in and got a better angle than that.
On the scoreboard, the Corky scoreboard, 3-0 Massena, just under 10 minutes to play. Oh, hard check thrown behind the net by Dahl. Now some pushing and shoving. And I think there are going to be penalties as Brown was the recipient. Dahl had his hands up.
And he took about 6 gigantic steps. Probably Trevor Cameron is going to...
the retaliation.
Yeah, he put the lumber on him too, but he could get Mr. Dahl for a double minor. We'll see what happens. Just back at the other end, a great play by Todd Collins that you described when number 10 when Mike Boutier broke in. Todd Collins coming from the weak side and dove and knocked the puck off. But just a minute and a half for each of them. He's not going to run the double, but I think he could have.
Matching minors off the face-off. So we got 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders. And we move it around the boards. Out to center ice. Brian Levac with it to Labarge. Labarge circles. And back it goes into Plattsburgh territory. Labarge takes it in front, gets a shot off, and O'Neill got a stick on it, and it's cleared back out to center ice. Now the puck comes in on Todd Hayes. Boutier gives nice play made there by Labarge. He's going to get called for a penalty for hooking, or is that Levac getting the hooking call?
It is. It's a Raider penalty now. I think it's going to go to Brian Levac. Minute and a half for hooking. I don't. Coach Don Pomeroy's got Bryce Dingman out there. Bryce is a big defenseman, but he's not too mobile. And when the Raiders gain the zone, they walk around him on a couple of occasions like he was just cemented in there. He just doesn't have the lateral mobility. But he's out here on this power play now.
So it's a 4-on-3 power play. Jake Morris takes the face-off, wins the draw after a little bit of work, and circles in his own end. Now finally he finds the hole and dumps it down the ice. O'Neill is going to leave it for John Nilsson. Nilsson now flips it in the Massena zone. The Raiders pick it up again. Collins, he dumps it down the ice. And it comes in behind the net. Back after it again is Bryce Dingman. Dingman leaving the puck, coming up the ice. Here comes Mike Jolin. Jolin across. Like that might have been an offsides. The puck comes to Massena, and they bounce it out of there. That was Aaron Barkley doing the business. Now it comes over on the other side to Jolin. He takes it in again, just inside the blue line, trying to flip it through to Miller. Miller back to the point. Here's a shot. Oh, Barkley blocks it. That had to hurt just a bit. Comes around the boards, back to the point. Here's the drive again. Save made by Hayes. That was deflected. Here comes Jake, busting back the other way. Jake breaks in, gets a shot off. O'Neill makes the save. And Dingman did a good job just to tie him up enough so he didn't have the movement he wanted. Now back the other way comes Boutier. Hayes made a big save at the other end, and we'll talk about in a minute. Here's a chance in front. The puck goes in behind the net. And Barkley, with 10 seconds left in the power play, slides it ahead and out to center ice. Here's Trevor Cameron. Cameron taking it across the grain, and he got knocked, and I think there's going to be offsides.
to be offside. Could have been a penalty. Mike Boutier put the hook to him, but they're going to let it go. You mentioned that save just a second ago on a deflection. Came back to the point with the number 4 we were talking about, Bryce Dingman. He's a hitter, not a lot of mobility, but he does possess a good tough shot. It was a low shot and deflected, and Todd Hayes made a great save on it.
Rolled right up his chest and into his cage, I think.
And back the other way, a partial breakaway by Jake Morris, but Bryce Dingman had the angle on him. He was able to play the angle.
Off the face-off, puck in the zone. The penalty is up, and Massena back to full strength as Brian Levac comes out of the penalty box. Picks up the puck, goes over to Labarge. Labarge starts out right side, moving it ahead. Now he takes it in the zone. He winds. His shot, the save made by O'Neill. Tayo goes after it in the corner for Massena. Takes it in behind. Here's Tayo. Mark Tayo now circling. He's still got the puck. Finally, it's poke checked away from him by Patel. Patel loses it behind the wraparound. Shot saved by O'Neill. As Mike Hewlett again. He's right around that net, isn't he?
Oh, he's around that net. He's not a great skater. He's a big youngster, and he's still got to improve on his skating skills. But he has that touch around that net, and he seems that he lulls you to complacency. But he smells that goal around the puck around that net. He just gets a little extra speed, and he almost tucked that one in the short side. He picked it up from behind the net and walked right out.
Chilton wins the faceoff, but his pass back to Levac goes by him, and Brian has to circle back in his own end. Goes to Labarge. Labarge head man to Chilton. Here comes Chile across the blue line, busting by the defense. Drop pass Hewlett. Hewlett shot, knocked wide. Hewlett goes after it in the corner. The puck kicks away, and we have a whistle. And we're going to have a roughing call, I think.
It's Patel, Unken Patel, I think, is going to get he gave a little shot to, I don't know, it was Mike Hewlett. I think.
It wasn't really much of anything, but... the goalie got... Pat O'Neill picked up the penalty. Okay, because I didn't think that Patel's little shot was much of a...
Yeah, okay, number 22 is going to serve it for the Chad Colburn is going to go in the box. Young Mr. O'Neill is a little frustrated.
I would say so.
You know, all good goaltenders, they're a special breed, all goaltenders. And I think he's still upset on that one he gave up to Mike Hewlett on the short side. He's a little mad at himself. And
so Massena will go on the power play. The Morris line coming out, along with Levac and Labarge. Face off left side, Plattsburgh zone off the draw. Comes to Whitcup. Bobby circles out by the blue line. Whoops. A little bit of problem with it, but he goes to Labarge. He winds it, and the shot is wide. Puck whistles around the boards. They tie it up there. That's Levac. He skates away with it, trying to drop it in behind for Adam Morris. The bouncing puck controlled by Whitcup. Bobby takes it right in front. Looking to backhand, has to go back to the point. Here's Jason Labarge. Setting it up now. Labarge skates it in the corner. Labarge circles behind the net. Adam Morris parked right in that slot area. Here comes Labarge. Goes back to Jake at the point. Jake winds. His shot. The save made by O'Neill. The puck sits there. Goes into the corner. After it is Dingman. Dingman doesn't get it out. Jake Morris. Drop pass back to Labarge at the point. Jason goes to Morris. Slot. He moves it in the circle. The shot. The save by O'Neill, and he covers up for the faceoff.
The Hornets are doing what I'm sure the game plan called for when the Raiders get in there. They're trying to tie those guys up in front, moving them out of the way, and leaving the shooter to Pat O'Neill. They've got the confidence, but sometimes it's pretty difficult to move some of those Raiders. And they've got not only the size and the strength, but they've got the agility. You figure you've got them, trapped in the corner, and bingo, you blink your eyes and they're by you.
Morris again will face off, this time against Jamie Lattenville. Face off left side, Plattsburgh zone off the draw. Morris with it. Whitcup out by the blue line, flips it to Jake. Jake takes it in the corner, left side. Now he takes it to the top of the circle. Here comes Morris, centering it right in front. O'Neill makes the save. Actually, the shot went on. Whitcup the wraparound, goes wide. Now Morris, and O'Neill was down, and Morris fired it wide and high. Now Whitcup takes it out of the corner, goes back to the point. Here's the big drive. Oh, he got Whitcup with it as Whitcup got knocked down. Now the puck comes with 13 seconds left in the power play to Morris. Back to Labarge. Labarge stick handling out by the blue line. Takes it toward the middle. Now he slips in on the other side. Goes into the corner. Here's a quick wrist shot. O'Neill makes the save. The rebound back to the blue line, kept in. Penalty is up. Here comes Jake, circling, right in front. They shoot. The rebound. Whitcup shot. Oh, what a save by Pat O'Neill. Oh, my goodness. I don't know where that leg came from. And here comes Adam Morris in front. He overskates it. And the puck finally comes out to center ice, and Whitcup's going to be called for the penalty. Here comes Boutsier in on Levac, the shot. Hayes makes the save, and Massena controls it. And Bobby Whitcup picks up a tripping call, and he didn't mean to do it, but he did it.
Well, I think that's one of those frustration calls. Again, he had a golden opportunity down here. He and Jake Morris, they had Pat O'Neill flat on the ice. Bobby Whitcup stepped out from the right, threw it wide, had the wide open net. O'Neill down. Jake Morris on the other side, the same. He threw it wide, and it came back the other way. And Bobby, instead of skating, he reached out with a stick, which is easy to do. And that young Mike Boutsier, number 10 for the Hornets, he can really shift it into gear. He's a fine little hockey player, and Todd Hayes had to make a fine save on him coming back the other way.
Ryan Miller will take the face-off on the power play. Off the draw, it comes to Aaron Barkley. Barkley stops, winds, down the ice it goes. And O'Neill leaves it. 5 minutes remaining to play in the second period on the Corky scoreboard. Massena 3, Plattsburgh no score. Back out to center ice. Barkley is there to flip it to the blue line. Now Bryce Dingman dumping it to Jolin. Jolin's headman pass to Ryan Miller. Miller takes it across, trying to flip it through to Boutsier. The puck comes in behind the net. Collins flipping it on the backhand around the boards. Jolin now trying to move it back to the point, but it kicks out to center ice. And the puck goes all the way down the ice. And Pat O'Neill flips it in the corner. Chilton is there to pick it up, trying to get by the check of Dingman. Chilton gets rubbed into the boards. The puck comes free as Dingman kicks it ahead. Oh, boy. Now Plattsburgh trying to move it out to center ice. They almost gave it up. Here comes Ryan Miller. His shot. Hayes makes the save. Not a tough one, though. Boutsier picks up the puck. Barkley takes him into the boards. In behind the net, around the puck, around the boards it goes Jolin. Back to the point. Jolin, centering pass right in front. The shot by Lattenville is blocked by Barkley, I think. They move it around the horn, trying to get it right in front. Here's an opportunity as the puck goes wide, and Trevor Cameron overskates it. Now the puck in the corner again, Boutsier. Boutsier behind the net, dropping it back to the point now to center ice, as Patel just couldn't get shifted around in time to stop it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that'll take care of the power play right there. The whistle sounds, and I think we had an offside.
Excellent job by that penalty-killing duo of Todd Collins and Aaron Barkley. Good shift that time out there, giving up the body and clearing a congestion away from in front of Todd Hayes. But the Hornets looked a little better on that power play that time, Jerry, once they gained that zone. But again, getting back to this defensive core and the whole defensive system, the Raiders, I think, have only given up 8 goals in almost 20 periods of hockey. That's outstanding.
Here comes Mark Tayo. Takes it in the zone. Tayo right down the middle. Gets stick handled by the shot, the save, the rebound underneath Tayo. He tries to get up, and O'Neill covers it up before he can.
Boy, oh boy, Mark Tayo, and just backing that Plattsburgh defense right back into Pat O'Neill. It was basically a 2-on-2. It started off a 1-on-2, and they gave ground, and he played it very smart. He said, if you're going to continue to give ground, I'm going to hold on to the puck.
Messena had 3-0 back to the point. Here's the shot, knocked down in front. That shot taken by Chris Aldis. Back out to center ice. Aldis with a puck now in his own end. Circles out of there. Here comes Chris. Chris, a good-looking young defenseman. Aldis in the zone. Gets by the defense in the corner behind the net. Didn't see Brown wide open, but he does see Eddie Davis. And Eddie Davis, his shot goes off a leg. Davis throws the check in behind the net. They jam for it. And finally it comes away to Mike Dahl. And Dahl is going to start out. About 3 minutes left in the period. On the Corky scoreboard, Massena ahead 3-0. Here comes Dahl, across the blue line. His shot, save made by Hayes. Dahl goes sprawling after it, missed everything, and Kenny Smith is going to start it out and follow it himself, bringing it out. Here comes Kenny Smith, leading the attack across the blue line. He's got Tayo with him, trying to center it to Tayo. It's knocked down by Patel. The bouncing puck does not get out of there. Trevor Brown keeps it in, flips it to Kenny Smith. He's got the short side shot, saved by O'Neill. Now it's Tayo with it. Tayo trying to flip it through to Trevor Brown. Tell you, these youngsters like to play, don't they? Boy, they hustle out there when they get a shot. Now Eddie Davis throws the check. And the puck stays in there as Whitcup gets it to Davis. Here comes Davis in front. The shot. He fires it wide. Bobby Whitcup in the corner. Stick handling to the blue line. Now trying to feed Adam Morris. Whitcup gets it back again. Here's Bobby. Oh, boy. He stick handles through 1, through 2, through 3. To Morris. His shot. He scores! Bobby Whitcup did all the work Adam will get the goal, but I'll tell you, Bobby Whitcup did a heck of a job.
Outstanding job. You said by 1, by 2, by 3, and that was exactly. All three of them were out there fishing on the end of the pier. They were fishing for the puck, and they shouldn't have been. And he just turned them inside out, froze all three of them, and just slid it through the last one. And Adam Morris just darting to the open ice like he came in, coming off that right side, picked it up 10 feet in front of Pat O'Neill and just blasted it upstairs. But just prior to that, a great shift out there by that Kenny Smith. And is he some kind of quick? What?
Off the face-off, into the Massena zone. Here's Brian Levac with it. Flipping it ahead. Comes out to center ice, dump back to the blue line. Adam Morris trying to get through some traffic, and he can't quite do it. Comes back to the Massena line, racing in his Latinville, trying to dump it through. The shot goes in behind the net. Now Levac with it. He and Boutsier comes right to the side. Hayes, where's the puck? It's right in front. Goes back to the point. Here's the drive. I think that hit the post. Back to the point again. Here's Nilsson. Nilsson took that other shot. His pass is knocked down. The puck kicks through, and Hayes covers up for the face-off.
It won't show up in the scoreboard, but the coaches will notice it. What an outstanding back-checking job by Bobby Whitcup. This is what makes this club so good. They not only forecheck, but they back-check. The Plattsburgh team gained the zone, had a great play. They snuck the guy in from the far. They thought they did on the weak side, but Bobby Whitcup taking his man right back down, denied him right to the net. What a great job by number 15, Bobby Whitcup.
Face-off left side in the Massena zone. Off the draw, it comes to Aaron Barkley. Barkley circles from left to right and starts it. Headman pass to Chilton, right on his stick. Here comes Chilton, 1-on-2. Now Tyo follows in. Chilton, drop pass, Tyo, his shot. Score! No! It's out of the net. O'Neill did a great job to keep that out, and what a pass play that was.
I thought that one was in. The light came on. I thought that went in and came right out, and it's no goal. Butch, Marty St. Louis, I guess it is, going to wave it off, but boy, nice little drop pass, and it hit something in front and went upstairs, and I thought it cut in up where you keep the peanut butter, up in that top shelf, Jerry, and it in and out, but
the light did come on.
Yeah.
But they say no goal.
And there's not a lot of protest by the Raiders, and they were right down there, so evidently not.
Okay, off the face-off. Now they didn't even do it yet. St. Louis, now he drops the puck, goes back to Barkley at the point. Barkley flips in, Hewlett in the corner now. Mike controls it, now he has it poked away at the last second. John Nilsson. Nilsson moving it out to center ice. Comes into the Massena zone, and right on Hayes, he's going to glove it and hold on for the face-off.
I'll tell you, Todd hasn't been in there for 5 games, but he's being tested this period.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the shots. The Hornets have had some good scoring opportunities in this period. And this second period, it seems to be if you're going to score in the Raiders, do it in the second period. 6 of the 8 goals have been scored against them.
Is that so?
Yep.
In the second period?
In the second period.
Off the face-off, back to the point. Here's a shot. A sprawling Mike Hewitt blocks it and goes after it, and he just lost a little bit too much steam with that block, and the puck goes to Dahl, and he flips it out to center ice. Collins throws a check. The puck bounces free. That's Mike Hewlett picking it up again. Takes it across. He gets knocked down. They jam for it. It comes to Mark Tyo. Tyo in the corner. Gets by the check. Centering pass right in the slot. Nobody there for Massena. And back out to center ice is Jolin. Jolin goes to Rousseau. Rousseau pass intercepted. Back comes Massena's Chilton. Chilton fires to Tyo in on the off wing. Tyo stops just inside the blue line. Has it poked away, but following up is Chilton. He overskates it. And it's back out to center ice. Here comes Luckin. Luckin taken off the play by Collins. Collins gets tied up and kicks it ahead to center ice Trevor Brown. Brown trying to move it to Eddie Davis. It comes back to Brown. Davis gets onside. Brown takes it across and flips it in the corner. That'll take care of the period right there.
Right at the end, Coach Stan Moore is lecturing Mike Hewlett, and I know exactly what he's saying to him. Mike Hewlett, Mike, you were out there too long. You had plenty of opportunities to make the change. When the puck was down in the offensive end, he didn't. It came back the other way. Mike thought he had a chance to get a goal, stayed out there a little too long and was tired and couldn't get back, and Coach Stan Moore.
4-0, Massena leading after 1 goal in the first. Massena breaks through with 3 here in the second period, and the Raiders lead.
Big balance, and Trevor Brown's line, counting Mike Hewitt's goal tonight, they've had 6, and that's with a limited amount of ice time, too. They're not getting the regular shift out there, the other 3 units. So
Yeah, the scoring is balanced. There's no question about it. All the defensemen, I think just about everybody has scored at least a goal, haven't they?
As we look down, everyone except John Paul Bouvier.
Okay.
John Paul hasn't. No, excuse me. Well, I was looking at the point total. Jason LaBarge and Brian Levac, Todd Manning, and John Paul have not picked up a goal.
Okay.
Aaron Barkley the other day, goal and 3 assists. We got to commend him. A great game against the Shamrocks.
Yeah.
And I think he had the winning goal of the game the other night. So
to give him some credit for that, and I thought Jason LaBarge had a super game as well against Salmon
he
River.
did. The captain had a great game.
Who's that guy behind us?
I don't know. I don't recognize him unless he's wearing number 20, and I don't think he's got number 20 on tonight.
Off the face-off, we're underway here. Adam Morris with it, has it poke-checked away. LaBarge throws the check, picks up the puck, comes back in the Massena line. Here comes Morris now, Adam. Trying to headman it, goes to Jake off a stick. Jake takes it across. Here comes Morris getting by the defense in front. The short side shot. O'Neill has it. It sits in front. The shot wide by Morris. Adam was right there on the doorstep, and he fired it wide. Jake picks it out of the corner. Here comes Jake right through the middle. Goes back to the point. Levac, the drive, and the save made by O'Neill. And the puck finally is going to be cleared by the Hornets as they got a 3-on-2 if they get something going here. But I think they were a little shell-shocked and just kind of moseyed down the ice. Here comes Bobby Whitcup. His pass goes off a leg right in on O'Neill, and he's going to stick it into the corner. Now the Hornets try to regroup in their own end. They just flip it out to center ice. Right there is Barkley to bang it back in the zone. 4-0 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Massena leads it, and Plattsburgh dumps it down the ice. They wave the icing off, ruling that Massena could have played it, and Aaron Barkley picks up the loose puck. Here's Barkley. Headman pass to Bergeron. Bergeron busts right down the middle. Here comes Sebastian into the corner. Looks, takes it in behind the net. Centering pass. Oh, and both Chilton and Hewlett had a chance at it. Neither could get a stick on it. Back the other way comes Mike Dahl. His shot from center ice, and there's the first save for Ramsdell. Now the puck in the corner. Massena breaks out again. Chilton looks for Bergeron. Oh, what a pass. Here comes Bergeron busting in on the left wing side. Can't get the shot off, and Hewlett comes up to follow up, takes it in the corner. Mike with a puck back to Collins at the point. Todd shot right on. The save made by Pat O'Neill. In the corner, Chilton digging it out. Trying to go behind the Bergeron. It's poke checked away, and the puck comes in the corner. Finally, it's picked up by the Hornets. They move it out to center ice. Kenny Smith, or no, that's Kellison, steps in front of it, gets knocked down, gets back up again. Finally, the puck taken off his stick, but it's poked away there by Barkley. The Hornets say enough of this, let's ice the puck, and the whistle blows, and Massena really coming out strong in the third period.
Jerry, I'm going to ask you a question. Guess who was the first one off the ice on that last line change? I'll give you the 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count. You bet. When the puck was down in the Plattsburgh end, he changed that time. He didn't wait till it was down in the Massena end.
So you think he learned something?
I think Coach Dan Moore's lecture got to him.
Okay. Off the face-off, the puck right in front, and O'Neill has to cover that one up.
Oh, Mark Tayo off the draw. The puck came right to him, and the Plattsburgh defense just disappeared, and Mark walked right in. He's still shaking his head. He had either corner, and he drifted it right at Pat O'Neill.
Here it comes right in front. Trevor Cameron shot. Save made. The rebound side of the net. That didn't miss by much. Puck in behind. Now Tayo trying to kick it out of there. And finally, it's back to the blue line, but Cameron is in, and finally it comes out to center ice. Now back into the Massena line. Picked up there by Levac. Levac moving it around in behind his own net. Here's Levac now. Headman pass goes off Tayo's stick out to center ice. Dumped right back in by the Hornets, and we have a whistle. I think we're going to have an offsides there.
We haven't mentioned it, but I'm just checking from Walter the face-off chart. But we knew the Raiders have been very successful. And quickly looking at the chart, boy, they have overwhelming superiority on draws. In the last sequence down here, they won 2 in a row. And Mark Tayo on the first one, and then Trevor Cameron right after that had golden opportunities where they won the draw cleanly.
Off the face-off, Todd Collins with it. Collins, a little bit of a problem. Whitcup comes back to help out. Bobby Whitcup's had a real nice game here this evening. As a lot of good back checking.
Oh, that's always in his game plan. A lot of good back checking, forward checking, hustle, determination.
Plus, he's turned into a real stick handler, too. He made some dandy moves. Here comes Jake. Oh, they try to get it to him. And that was, guess who, trying to pass it to Jake? Adam. And the puck dumped in behind the net. Ramsdell leaves it for Collins. He rides it around the boards. Uh-oh, Puck Dahl at the blue line. His shot. Ramsdell makes the save. He's had to make a couple of saves here in the period. The puck goes free in the corner. Morris loses it. Boutsier, the shot wide. Puck whistles around the boards, and Mike Dahl after it there. He flips it in the corner, and Adam Morris picks it up in behind the net. Here comes Morris, darting out right side of Ramsdell. Long headman pass right on the stick of brother Jake. Now, how did he know he was there? Here comes Morris in the corner. Centering pass to Whitcup. Oh, and he made the good move and couldn't get the shot off. We have a whistle. And we're going to have a tripping call. I don't know who.
It's against Plattsburgh. He's already gone to the bench. It looks like probably number
Boutsier.
10. Yeah, Mike Boutsier. I didn't see behind the play, but Marty St. Louis didn't. And beautiful three-way passing play by that Jake Morris line. Adam found Jake breaking out of his zone, and Jake took it about two-thirds of the ice, got right down, and Bobby Whitcup broke to the open area, and Jake slid one right across the crease to him. And just a beautiful play, and went off Bobby's stick right at the last minute. But that was a full-length passing play by that combination of Jake Morris, Bobby Whitcup, and Adam Morris.
Face off left side in the Plattsburgh zone. Massena on the power play. Here's Trevor Cameron with it. Cameron back to Collins at the point. Collins over to the Darren Barkley. He fakes the shot, goes to Bergeron. Bergeron takes it. Whoa, Bergeron stick handling through the middle. Loses it, gets it back again, loses it. Bryce Dingman takes it away, rides it around the boards. Barkley keeps it in. Feeds it through. Here's Chilton. The Bergeron back to Chilton in front. It bounces over his stick. Collins gets a whack at it, and the puck comes free in the corner by Patel. Patel rides it around the boards. Collins steps in, flips it into the slot. It bounces. O'Neill gets a stick on it. He also gets his glove on Chilton. Chilton goes back to the point. Collins has it jump over his stick. The puck bouncing on end, and Massena has to regroup into their own end. On the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, Massena continues to lead it 4-0. And they break out of their own end with 40 seconds left in the power play. Todd Collins. Collins dumps it, rides the puck boards in behind the net. After it there is Trevor Cameron. Cameron gets tied up, trying to come with it free. It comes to Chilton, back to the point. Collins winds, fakes the shot, trying to slide it through. It goes off a leg to Bergeron. Bergeron to Barkley. Barkley does a good job to keep it in. Here comes Bergeron, stick handling to the top of the circle, has it poke checked away. Here's Whitcup right down the middle, stick handling shot, save, rebound, score. Cameron, again Bobby Whitcup doing all kinds of stick handling to set up that goal, and Massena goes up on a score of 5-0.
Oh boy, but I know the coach is going to say to him, you've got to shoot that puck, Bob. He had about 4 opportunities. I'm saying shoot. He got right down into, I'll tell you, right on the top of Pat O'Neill, and he slid it across the crease, and standing right there, wide open at bingo. But Bobby Whitcup came off the bench. He was trailed the play, came off the bench, and just picked it up at the blue line and stick handle right down to the goal crease.
Trevor Cameron picking up his second goal of the game. Bobby Whitcup, the big assist. Here comes Trevor Brown in the zone. Brown's got Kellison in front, feeds him the shot, the save. O'Neill, and the puck back the other way. Here comes John Nilsson. Nilsson flipping it ahead to Boutsier. Boutsier taken out of the play, and Brown comes up with a puck, flips it to Manning, and Todd starts back the other way. Here comes Manning, stick handling it, takes it out to center ice, finally goes ahead to Kellison, and the puck comes by him and Mike Dahl. Dahl loses it in front to Trevor Brown. Brown slides it through, goes behind Kellison. Freddie trying to come up with it, falls down. The puck comes free to Kellison again. He gets up to Brown, side of the net, centering pass, and Tayo, it was a nice pass, but Tayo couldn't come up with it. And now racing back is Todd Manning. Ramsdell looked like he was going to come out of the net and then decided not to. Decided to stay home that time. Manning throws the puck away, but Tayo is there to cover up, and he just bounces it out to center ice. 5-0 Massena on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, and there's going to be an offside call. No, a penalty on Manning.
Oh boy. Todd's got second shift out there, and he's got sometimes that per chance when he gets out there picking up that quick penalty, and want to get that additional ice time. You don't want to pick up those penalties. I didn't see what happened, but he's going to spend a minute and a half in the box.
So Massena will try to kill another penalty. Ryan Miller will be out there to center Jolin and Lucken. Now, wait a minute. Yeah. No, we're going to have Pomeroy out on one wing. And that's going to be Jolin on the other side. Off the face-off, it comes to Jolin, back to the point, to Patel. Patel to Jolin, back on the other point to Dingman. Dingman moving it around to Pomeroy. Back to Dingman. Pomeroy, centering pass knocked down by Whitcup. Bobby, stick handles, circles out of the zone, drops it back in behind the net. Now it's Levac with it. Looks, and then he just yanks it down the ice. In behind, O'Neill stops it. Back there is Uncan Patel. Patel leaves it for Pomeroy. Pomeroy, it's the little guy. He drops it back for Dingman. Dingman goes by Morris. Morris trying to stop him. Here comes Dingman, and Whitcup pokes it away. Bobby gives up a little size there, but doesn't seem to bother him, does it? And now Massena doesn't clear the puck. Comes 3 to Pomeroy. Pomeroy back to the point. Patel, his shot, save made, and the puck goes into the corner off Labarge's leg. He goes after it. So Labarge circles in behind his own net now. Goes to Whitcup. Ooh, takes a funny bounce at the door there, but Bobby comes back for it. Skates by Pomeroy, starts out the other side. Bobby makes a move, lost the puck. It comes right in front, and Ramsdale is going to cover up. Massena sometimes waits a little too long to clear that puck off the ice or down the ice.
Yes, Bobby Whitcup twice had a chance prior to that to dump it out of the zone, and he returned it. Especially when you're killing a penalty, it doesn't matter if you're up 5-0 or 10-0 or whatever. You got a chance to clear the zone, clear it. And then again here, and that's carried the puck around behind the net, had time to clear the zone with it, and he held on and beat one man, tried to beat the second one, and he lost the puck.
Off the face-off. The puck comes bouncing back to Chilton. He gets a stick on it out to center ice. Here comes Adam Morris. One-on-one, takes the shift wide, and his shot is blocked by John Nilsson. Now the shot scored from behind. The net was off. They waved the goal off. Chilton would have gotten the goal had it been allowed, but they waved it off.
I'm not sure if the net, right, it was off the mooring. It took a weird bounce off the dasher in the back. It went in behind the net on the right side of Pat O'Neill and somehow came out on the left side to his glove side, and he had no idea where it was. In fact, he probably thought the puck was on the initial shot. It was deflected. It was going over the dasher. But it took a weird hop.
7:12 remaining on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. 5-0 Massena. WMSA, Massena, New York. All right, back down comes Plattsburgh. It's Rougeau. Flipping it in the Massena zone. Todd Collins is there to ride it around the boards. It slides right in front, but Aaron Barkley picks up the loose puck. Back to the blue line, but not out as Dahl keeps it in. Now the puck in the corner again, Rougeau. Todd Collins just bodies him off the puck and takes it, loses it in front. Turning around, here's the shot, and it's fired wide. We got a penalty against Massena.
Again,
cross-check.
Yeah, cross-check. Had an opportunity to clear that zone. They didn't. Todd Collins won't little hesitant in what happens when it stays in the zone, and then you start running around and get out of position, and you do foolish things, and that's what happened. You got running around, and Plattsburgh applying some pressure, so he had to put the clutch on the player to prevent a scoring opportunity. So the Raiders going to have to kill off another penalty. We have 6:41 here in the third period.
Massena leads the league in goals scored, fewest goals allowed, but they also lead the league in penalties.
Yeah, coming
by
in,
a wide margin.
I think they were averaging something like 21 a game prior to this game. 21 minutes, I should say.
Cameron picks up the puck. He makes no mistake, and he bangs it down the ice. Coming back after it is Mike Dahl. Dahl for Plattsburgh in his own end. 6.5 left to play. On the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, it's 5-0 for Massena. Here comes Dahl now, leading the attack. Takes it in the Massena zone. Tries to slide it as Cameron just knocks him off the puck. Comes in behind the net. Labarge falls down, but comes up with the puck. Flips it ahead for Trevor. Trevor loses it to Boutsier. Boutsier looking, trying to center it. Knocked down, and Ramsdale comes out to cover up. I think Labarge got a piece of that on the way by.
And the Hornets have not been, even though they've gained the zone, the Raiders very disciplined in a box approach down one man, and they're giving Plattsburgh the points. They don't seem to possess outside of Dingman, the one big shooter back there, but they're having trouble. They pass around the outside, having trouble penetrating that box that the Raiders are putting up.
Chilton now will take the face-off against Jamie Lattenville.
Let's see who wins the draw.
Off the face-off Comes back to Dahl. I guess Plattsburgh did his shot. Glove saved by Ramsdell. Nice save.
Ooh, nice save is right. Mike Ramsdell, the big boomer out there. Bryce, big number 4 for the Plattsburgh, Bryce Dingman. The Raiders lost that draw, and it came directly back to Dingman, and he wound up through traffic, but Mike Ramsdell was able to seek it out, and that left hand picking it out of the air, and we'll have a face-off to the left of Mike Ramsdell.
Miller now against Chilton. This time Chilton wins it, and it's dumped down the ice by the Raiders' defense. That was Brian Levac.
That Chile is great on the draws.
All the Massena centermen are excellent on face-offs. They don't lose too many. Now Chilton doing some forechecking. He's pretty good at that, too. Tayo gets a piece of it. It comes back to Levac at the Massena line. He just backs into his own end and then doesn't get it out. Yeah, he did get it out. Offsides will be called.
Ryan Miller paid the price on that one. Raiders clearing the zone, and Brian put a little mustard behind that one, and Ryan Miller trying to keep it in, took it right in the chest.
Face off outside the zone. Chile will draw for the Massena Red Raiders, and we're waiting for center. Ryan Miller over talking to Coach Don Pomeroy. Now he comes back out to take the face-off against Chilton. 5:32 remaining. Massena leads at 5-0 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Levac rips it around the boards and out to center ice. Dahl stops it there. Or that's not Dahl, that's Dingman. And back in the zone it goes. Around the boards. In after it is Pomeroy. Pomeroy gets ridden into the boards. He takes a poke at it. Levac is in there. The puck comes free. Pomeroy gets it back to the point. Bouncing puck picked up by Chilton. Chilton trying to drop it to an open forward. Tayo, it's a little behind him. And Pomeroy comes back and drops it to Dingman. Dingman moving it ahead out to center ice. There's going to be a penalty on Levac, as going down was Ryan Miller. Levac's going to be called for roughing.
Ooh. Oh, that's stretching the... Oh, the young man is down, but I don't
think he's hurt.
He's winded more than anything. Number 17, Ryan Miller. I don't know. He's not hurt. Boy.
That was a questionable penalty. After all, hockey is a contact sport.
Yeah, and it was just kind of a gentle reminder. It wasn't even he didn't hit him that hard. But again, it's much easier up here to call them than it is down there.
That's
it's
for
a whole
sure.
New ball game. And
it's a tough job being an official.
It is.
No question about it.
You're never right.
Okay, here comes Massena's Adam Morris breaking in, but O'Neill gets a stick on it and flips it back out to center ice. Coming up with a DeSaldis over on the other side of Labarge, and he just rides it along the boards. And O'Neill, we had a little problem with it, but he finds it and leaves it for Dingman. I guess the only question left in this hockey game is whether Massena can hold the shutout.
They're looking for the third shutout of the year, if possible.
And Massena's Adam Morris. Oh, he's got brother Jake. Kind of a 2-on-1. Slides it through. Miller, or I should say O'Neill, makes the save. Back out to center ice. Aldis with it. Dropping it. Labarge. Labarge just wasting time. Bounce pass to Jake. Jake circles back into his own end. Here comes Morris. Circling back the other way. Wasting time. Goes to Labarge. Labarge lifts it. Oops, goes into the penalty box. And so the faceoff will come just outside the Massena zone.
In that situation, Adam probably should have shot. You mentioned he was looking for Jake, but he told everybody in the world that he was going to pass it to Jake, and even goaltender Pat O'Neill that he would look. I think he should have used him as a decoy because he was backing the defenseman right end. An excellent time there, and to use them as a screen. You can't telegraph, and he did telegraph that he was going to make the pass to brother Jake.
Lattonville will take the face-off against Chilton. Off the draw, puck just inside the blue line, and Aldis has it poked away by Boutsier. Boutsier gets by Whitcup, centers it. Oh, nice big stick by goaltender Ramsdell to clear that puck out of trouble. He did what O'Neill has done so well in this game. Now Massena moves it out. Here comes Jason Labarge. He can motor with that puck. He goes by one. Here's Labarge taking it in. Takes it right in front of the shot.
Massena's 6th goal shorthanded goal, his first of the season, scored by number 22, Jason Lamar. Unassisted, time for the goal, 11 minutes, 31 seconds of the third period. That's Lamarge, unassisted at 11:31.
Give it to him.
But this is getting ridiculous here. Come on, give me some help. 1:51 left in this hockey game. The Raiders up 6-0.
Chilton will take the face-off left side against Ryan Miller. Off the draw. Puck picked up by Dingman. Dingman trying to move it out to center ice.
Oh.
He loses it to Smith. Somebody got a stick, and the puck goes back the other way. Here's Kenny Smith again, flipping it through. Chilton. Chilton takes it across left side. Here's Chilton. He's got Hewlett, and he slides right into the net. And the whistle blows. Did the puck go in the net, too?
I don't think so.
It was after. It would have been after anyway, but...
we got a penalty. They're gonna call the Plattsburgh player for slashing, but they also should have. And Chili's checking his face mask down here. I'm sure he got railed right in the face. Bryce Dingman. One of the dangers of the mask.
Sticks right up.
The
higher.
sticks right up, and the players are figured. Well, I can't get hurt. I've got this mask on, or I can't hurt somebody else. But Bryce Dingman should have gotten a penalty for high sticking. He just hit Jason Chilton right in the face.
So Massena will be on the power play for the remainder of the hockey game unless they... did you lose it?
Yeah. I'm okay now.
Oh, okay. Are you sure about that? Off the face-off, back to the point. Here's Kenny Smith, winds up. His shot is blocked. Puck in the corner now. Hewlett after it. And Chilton into the fray. Chili with it. Flips it over on the side of Bergeron. Right back to Chilton. Chilton has it taken away by the defenseman Nilsson. He rides it around the boards. Kenny Smith steps in front of it. Smith, nice-looking defenseman. He stays with it, and the puck goes in the corner. This time it's Patel riding it around the other side. The puck bounces to the blue line and out to center ice. Sliding back into the Massena zone. Chris Aldis with it in front of his own net. Here's Aldis. The head man to Hewlett gets by him. Dumped back into the Massena line. Aldis picking it up. 50 seconds left in the game. Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard says 6-0 Massena. Oh, you can hear the Zamboni starting up, David.
And I still see Mike Hewlett, when he makes a change, he goes like a bullet to that bench.
That's coaching at work. Right? Here's Jake right in front of Whitcup. He can't get the shot off. And back the other way comes Nilsson. Nilsson backhands it in the Massena zone. Goes in behind the net. Kenny Smith now, head man of Whitcup. Bobby's going down. He's got Adam Morris breaking. He hits him on the left wing side. Morris back to Whitcup. Whitcup in the circle to Jake in front. The shot, save made by O'Neill. Nice three-way pass play again by Massena.
Again, Bobby Whitcup electing to pass and not to shoot. And I know if your line mate's ahead, you like that. You want to get that. But Bobby was in that trigger position in the slot. A beautiful pass. Adam Morris probably out 25 feet, and he might have pulled the trigger there, but he elected to pass, and Jake just almost tipped it in the corner, but Pat O'Neill coming up with a save.
13 seconds left in the hockey game. 6-0 Massena. Face off left side of O'Neill. Got to give Pat O'Neill a lot of credit. He's been tested here this evening.
Yes, he's a fine young goaltender. He just by looking at him, you can tell the way he handles
takes
himself.
a whack at it, and he didn't get anything but ice, I think. Now the puck bounces to the blue line and down the ice, and that'll take care of the hockey game, if I'm not mistaken. 2 seconds, 1 second, the buzzer sounds, and this one goes in the books. Another shutout for the Massena Red Raiders. And
what's so nice, Jerry, I just watching as the dying seconds down at the end, Adam Morris didn't leave the zone, and Pat O'Neill, and as he came up, the whistle, Pat O'Neill came up behind him, gave a little tap on the back of the pants, and Adam turned around, tapped him on the pads. Boy, you like to see that, and that's what high school sport's all about.
That's right.
You know, I know Adam saying, boy, what a goaltender, and you played a super game, and Pat O'Neill on the other side saying, boy, you're a fine hockey player, and this is a fine team. But complimenting each other. A great show. I just love to see that.